Hi, Dr. Paul Haider here. You know, a lot of times we forget that we are not the instigator of all the thoughts, we are not the instigator of all the actions, that we are that which is being used as a uh, process to move action throughout the world. And when we start thinking that God works through me, the infinite spirit, the infinite field works through me, and that every action that I do is actually the God action. Every thought that I have is a God thought. Every word that I speak is a word from God. When we start to embody that, even Christ talked about this, in Sai Baba, Ramana, Maharishi, Divine Mother Amma, Buddha talked about it, that there's this infinite field of energy which works through us. And there are those divine beings like angels, archangels that come to us and help us in many amazing ways. But we also have to help ourselves. A lot of times I have people come to me in counseling, and one particular kid comes to mind, and he has all this anger and sadness inside, and the one thing I can't do is help him to forgive himself. I can say this is important that you forgive yourself so you can go on to love yourself and allow yourself to have the life that you deserve. But I can't do that for him. So it's allowing ourselves to grow as people and see that the first thing we have to do is forgive the one we see in the mirror, to love the one we see in the mirror, to care about the one we see in the mirror, and not in a narcissistic way, but in a way that I'm going to take care of you so you can help other people. And that way we grow as human beings. And it's important to allow ourselves to know that not all suffering is bad. I was chatting with a person online in Upper Montreal, and he had this terrible pain in his neck, and we were talking about that, and I'm an herbalist also. And he said, this pain is not for naught. It's come for a reason. I have to be more flexible in my ways of being, more flexible in my ways of understanding, more flexible in my ways of living. And this pain has come to show me that, and I have to be open to more things, and that's also flexibility. So this pain in my neck has allowed me to see that I need to be more flexible in every way in my life. And that was a big awakening for this man. And I've had that same feeling in my neck before myself, so I know that I've been there myself. I'm not willing to look, not willing to see, not willing to turn my head and look in a different way. When I allow that infinite to move through me and up through my heart, I'm willing to look at everything. Be willing to be flexible, to do everything in a different way, to see things in a different way, to open myself to the possibilities. Every day for me is a learning lesson. Some days the lessons are hard, there's no doubt about it, and some days they're easy. And then I am blessed to have had the hard lessons, and I'm sure I'll have a lot more to come. Because the hard lessons allow me to grow as a human being and allow myself to become more of that divine aspect that all of us need to embrace and find a true compassion deep down inside. And as this man with a neck problem, I think suffering allows us to open up to compassion. And when we do some suffering, it's allows us to see what others are going through. If we've never suffered, if we've never had pain, if we've never had emotional pain, or we've never gone through terrible things like a death of someone in the family or a loved one, it's hard to understand what other people are going through. And that suffering allows us to have compassion for those who have great suffering going on right now. You know, we have more refugees going on in the world right now than since World War II. And it's up to us to have great compassion and allow our hearts to open and have charity, for we are the one within the one. I love you.